Hi, welcome to Western New York RV Rental. We're going over some of the features on our Sunseeker 3170DS. Right now we're going to go over some information about the holding tanks, how to connect to water, and how to dump the holding tanks. So in this compartment, we're on the driver's side of the vehicle, is where our holding tanks are dumped. Okay, so this on the bottom here will open up by screwing it. That will open. This here opens by twisting to the left and then off. Okay, come over and get the supplied cord, the supplied waste hose. This comes up through the bottom, gets placed on here and twist. We are now locked into place. This end then stretches and goes into the sewer at your dumping station. Okay? We have two handles here, the black and the gray. Okay? Always dump the black first. If I take this and I pull it straight out, that will release the black tank. That's your bathroom stuff, toilet stuff. And then you would close that. Then you would open up the gray, and that takes all of the excess water and flushes through the hose. Okay? Now, most campsites have a flush. They have water hookup. Okay? So we would take our freshwater hose, and we would hook this up just like a garden hose. We would hook this up. Then you would take and connect it to the sewer. It screws into here. Then you turn, you pull the black water lever open, you plug this in, and it will flush and clean the hose and flush out the tank. Okay? Now, this same hose is used if you're hooking up to city water. Here you'll see the city water connection. Okay? So this would come off. This end would screw into here. Then you would take this end and plug it into your freshwater hookup. Okay? So when this is plugged in, the water pressure is basically coming from the hose. You must use this hose. This is a specifically made hose for fresh water. The particles don't break off inside, and it's meant for fresh drinking water, so you must use this. This is this protects from excess water pressure going into the unit. You must leave this on and use it. There's been many cases where you plug this in and the water pressure is too high at a campsite, plugged it into here, and it blows out some of the fittings or some of the pumps inside the unit. So it's supplied, it's on here, just use it. The last thing we have is our freshwater holding tank. So this is freshwater holding. You would take this, just place it inside, and you fill this, and that would fill the holding tanks inside. That's a 50-gallon freshwater tank. We ask that if you need that water, then we'll fill it for you before your trip, or you can fill it when you're there. We're always going to have about a quarter of a tank in there because you do need that for flushing the toilet or any other water. But when you get to your campsite, if you're on a campsite or someplace where you have water, use this hose, plug it into the city water connection, and it is no longer using the water in the tanks.